I am the living legend of hair loss. We all know this. And I am your hair loss daddy. Let's check out a comment. I mean, literally, this is what I'm doing. I'm like spending 2 hours of my afternoon just to go through comments about hair loss videos and see what happens. I mean, this is like zero rehearsal time. I made a video called Predicting Hair Loss, Why Age 35 is So Important. If you're new to my channel, you need to watch that video and understand that is truly a milestone in knowing where you are with hair loss. So someone with the screen name of AK had this comment, quote, I'm 35. And by the way, I guess I was probably 35 when I made it. I'm 38 now. But this person says, I'm 35. And in the videos, you can see where my hair is. For the most part, there hasn't been much recession since 28 or 29. But it's a toss-up. I would love to keep it, but my dad's dad was bald. Mom's dad had some loss in the crown and recession when he passed away in his 70s. My dad's hairline is probably a solid Norwood 3 territory, but his hair is very thick at age 55, end quote. So, I'll analyze the situation. If you're saying that right now you're 35, that age that determines if you're going to be aggressively balding the second half of your life or not, so there hasn't been much recession since 28 or 29. I mean, the only thing that I don't understand in this comment is, well, and I haven't looked at his videos to know, but ultimately it's like this. All you have to do if you're 35 years old is look in the mirror. That's it. Just look in the mirror. Look at the front, look at the sides, look at the back. And imagine how that's going to look in 10 years. Maybe a little worse. Imagine how that'll look in 20 years. Worse than that. But probably not too much worse. For me being 38 and having this much hair still, chances are I'm not going to be bald in my 40s. I may have some thinning spots, but for me to just go bald like this, like 38 now, for me to like even end up here in my 40s at a Norwood 5, or that's actually Norwood, yeah, I get these mixed up sometimes, but whether it's Norwood 4 or 5, not very likely that's going to be me in my 40s. If it is, I'm totally cool with it, because then I have an excuse to shave my head. I'm very eager to do that. But there is somewhat of an obligation to keep having hair as long as I can still have this much hair to some degree. Because then it's like, well, why do you shave your hair? You can still, well, so that's why whenever I get in the mood and I feel like shaving it off, I do. But for right now, there's still somewhat of an obligation to keep hair because I still have it. But knowing that, this is my point. If you're 35, good for you, because most of my viewers are not. Most of my viewers are in their teenage years or their 20s, and they're freaking out because they are fearing that they're going to go bald young. And they can't know. I do always say, look at a photo of yourself at age 1. That's often a projection of your hairline at age 35. So that's all they have to go on. But you're actually 35. So if you're 35, or even 38, or even 40, you already can look in the mirror and know how aggressive your hair loss, male pattern baldness gene that you were born with is. It's different when you're 28. It's different when you're 25. You can't really know. 35 is a very important age. So here's the thing. I don't know what you look like. Doesn't matter what you look like to me, because all you have to do personally is look in the mirror. Do you have at least as much hair as I do? Then you're probably not going to go bald anytime soon. Now, with that being said, even for me right now at 38, that's my future. I don't know, maybe that's 50. I mean, maybe that's me at 50. Maybe that's me at 50. But either way, it's not going to be happening in the next year, so it's not most likely that that'll be the case. It could happen, but it's not most likely. Your hair loss gene in your DNA is connected with your 35th birthday. Now here's the thing. Well, what if you take Rogaine or whatever it is to slow it down? Well, the moment you stop taking it, then you're going to speed up basically your destiny where you should have been at the actual age where your hair loss would be at that age. 35 is so important. We need to be talking more about this on my channel. Age 35 determines what your hair is going to look like for your second half of life. Your comments belong right here.